we have here is bolt Reptilia R6. We're going to go ahead and rebuild this one. This is a customer car. We got all the fluids to fill. A lot of them have to drain, but to fill. Some gearbox problems. Loud. I'm assuming exhaust. And then brake system. So let's go ahead and move this into bay 1. We'll get it in the air and see what we can find. I see some brake problems here already. So we'll pull these off. That part actually looks good. So we'll go ahead and replace this one with a new one. We'll try not to make this hours long, but we'll see what it takes. Take the tire off. We'll pull all the brake parts off. Brake caliper. Brake pads look good on this one again. Vented looks bad. Looking around, everything else looks good there. So we'll start putting parts together again. Let's see, 66, that was good enough. Yeah, we'll put a new one on here. And we'll use one of these here. Don't know if it actually came off this car or not, but we're going to do that. Let's see what we have here. So we must have some on the back here then. Same time we'll look at that loud. So we'll mount this tire back on there. Put the other tire back on, and we'll go to the back, see what we can find back there. Do the same thing on this tire, put it back on there. Then we'll jump to the back here. We'll take these off. See through the rim there, there's brake issues here. So we'll take this off. Let's see. Everything else looks good there, so we'll put this back together. I'll do 100 and 100 there. Put this tire back on. Jump to the other side, see what we can find over there. I see some rusted parts in here. Let's see. Brake pads are bad on this one. Brake disc. Everything else looks to be okay there. We'll check our list. So we've identified them, we just got to put them back in. So let's go ahead and do that. We need to buy one of these. So we got brake disc here. Buy that part. And then brake pads, I believe I have. No, I don't. So we need to buy them also. And this here one, we'll do this 78 and or 68 and 69. They're both better than what they were. Put this tire back on. Before we raise the car up, we'll go back up in front here. We'll back out of that one. Open the hood. The engine's in the back though. Alright. Oh, it looks like we got a alright, let's do that again. We need to refill this.
It shouldn't be that way. That's not how this works. That's not how sawing cylinders works.
Alright.
Find all logic here. Alright, so the last one is the remainder.
And we'll refill this.
I thought it'd be smaller by the time I got down there.
Shows shadow, and then it actually shows the actual amount of it. We might have issue here. We'll have to see about that one. See what else. Car is loud, so that's a couple of them. Gearbox control. So brake fluid and windshield washer. Those are both on the other side. We'll go ahead and raise this car up. And it looks like this here's a second piece. So we'll order them. That one and that one highlighted. So muffler, and front exhaust system. Alright, we can put these back on now. We won't need this to get the gearbox off. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, you know what? We gotta pull these drive axles out of there to be able to get that transmission off there, gearbox off there. So take that off of there. We'll go over the other side. Yeah, I should have thought of this earlier, but Okay, now we'll see if we can get this transmission out of there. Starter. We gotta get a starter out of the way. Now we get the transfer case or gearbox out. Which is transmission. Gearbox. So, oh, we have one more part. So let's go into here. Okay, so we got a clutch. So we need a clutch plate. Do I have one of them in inventory? I do not. So we'll go buy that. Clutch plate. Okay. So that's 81%. It came off of here. Go back on. And that's good. So we're gonna have to, well, let's see. Yeah, 10%. You gotta buy a transmission or a gearbox. 21.50. So we'll purchase one of them. So we'll go here, put our starter back in. Put our drive in. See, these were in there, so they're going to get them back. This tire back on. So we'll yeah, if you can use the old parts again, don't buy new parts. You're just wasting your credits, your money. Alright, let's see where we are here. Got brake fluid, windshield washer, clutch, gearbox is good, car's loud, we did that, and this here. So all we have to do is go in front of the car here. Do that from a lower position. Whoops, wrong thing. It's empty now though. So remove the cap, fill it up. I fill them right to the top. So we'll pull this cap off. Didn't say we had to drain it this time. Don't have to do it. Don't want to do it, don't do it. And that'll all come in time. So we'll see where we are here. Other tasks are green. Everything should be done. So we'll finish order, see if we missed anything. Oh, I forgot to look at the dollars. So yeah, I didn't do that. We'll do one more here. Do a moon, gearbox, brakes, oil, repair all engine faults. It might get a little involved, but let's go ahead and take it. It doesn't tell us what it's doing. First thing I like to do is wash it. Usually they turn up pretty good. Ooh, this one's bad. Ooh, that's wrinkled pretty bad too. But I don't think that's part of our issues here, so we'll get it on the lift here and see what we have. Most always you gotta raise it up. And I see some issues in there, so we'll start pulling parts off, see which way we go here. So we need, looks like we gotta pull the transmission, so we're gonna tear a whole bunch of parts off of here. This brake caliper has to go. This looks good. This is at 59%. Pull that out. 49%. This should be okay. Okay, that should give us that. We'll pull this other tire off. Yeah, because we got to pull that transmission off. We're gonna pull this axle out also. Pull brake pads off. Pull this wheel bearing out of there. Pull this off. Let's see. We gotta pull this out. And so we got to raise it up now. We can't pull the drive shaft off or the tranny out. So we'll go out, we'll raise it up again. Drive shaft. Okay, starter. I missed that. We gotta put the car back down again. Yeah, so I missed a step there. Wouldn't have to do this again if I would have seen that or remembered that. We'll pull his gearbox off. looks like clutch, pressure plate. And then those two look good, so we're going to leave that for now. So we can put a pressure plate back on there, which I don't have. So we got to go buy one of them. I'm going to take and clear all these parts so it's easier to find. Yeah, I think this car was only to 44%. So tranny, yeah, 10%. So we'll have to buy one of them. This is the tablet that I'm going to. If I don't do it here, then I have to go over to the desk. I'll show you that in just a minute here. So a gearbox. This was cheaper than the last one. %, yeah. Alright, where that other was, or is the computer here. So you go on there, it's the same thing. It's called, well, I just did the tablet. So if we go back, then that gives you all your car parts, tune-up, two bodies, tire, rims, electrical. I don't know what the Aiden Express is. Oh, that's some fancy parts. But we need to drain oil here. Use and then oil drains. And then to put it back, something like that. Okay, oil filter looking bad. I'm going to pull it. Yeah, 6%. So that's probably one of our other repair all engine faults. So we've got to dig into that farther. Change oil. Poor brakes. We got to find more wrong with the brakes here. Gearbox we have, gear shifter. So
but what might have happened is that whatever was in this tree was removed. So thank you, responsible person, for removing whatever you hung in here before it got consumed by the tree.
So we're gonna
We'll see. Take another cut.
put some of these parts back in here. Drive shaft we should be able to put back in.
Right in the middle. Right smack dab in the middle. Nothing.
Oh, I see parts on the back here we haven't gotten to yet. So let's see if we can identify all this stuff before it putting stuff back together. That's 46 and 64. That's 55. That's 7. So all the rest of that looks good. Yeah, we got parts over here that are bad also. So let's pull this off, and it should. Everything else looks okay. That's 45 and 56. That's 56. That's 27. So let's check, see what we have. Engine we haven't did yet. Pour. Okay, brake. Okay. So we found all our brake parts. So we'll put all this stuff back together. 27, not good enough. So we'll go back in here, our car parts, go for our shopping list. I think I need one for the other side, so we'll do 2 of them. I guess I bought 3. We'll put a 52 on here. Do a 51 and a 57. This tire can go back on. Let's see, what do we have? We have 18s, we have 20s. So to make sure which is which, we have 18s in front, we have 20s in the rear, so we need to put the 50-20s on. So 50-20s, that's what we have. Okay, we'll go over here to this other side, do the same thing. Yeah, 100. 55. 58. Yeah, let's go 45 on that one. I think we can go down, well, I think I just made an error here. Let's see. 44, we're good. So we got the 20. Alright, let's check, see what we got. Gearbox is good. Brakes. The ventids are in the front, so when we put that back together, we'll get that. Change engine oil. Yeah, we got 6 parts in the engine that we have to find yet. Wrong way. So let's go back up here. Wheel bearing hub. Do a 49 on that one. So that was bad. $56. 46 can go down to 49, so we'll use those. Most likely came off this car anyhow.
Check this out. This one's got a little bit of a burl starting to form here, so we got some burl pattern.
And then the rainy 2 tires.
That's a good start. I think it's a good indication of what we have ahead of ourselves in the log here. So I think I'm going to grab one more, get it stacked, take a look at it, and then we'll cut another.
Oh, might have to. We'll see. I may have screwed up again here. No, let's switch to the engine, see if we can get that figured out.
Oh, this is cool. Alright, let's see. What lens is that got?
64, 46, so that's good enough.
Yeah. Get a little further to see that tail. You got a little bit of tail right here.
45, that's good enough.
And we are
That's 21, so we'll have to replace that one.
way down here at some point. That's cool.
19, we gotta replace that one. See what's on the back side here.
Still kind of in the brain saw area. A little further down into the log. We'll see them more.
Okay, so we'll have to go down to the pan here. Hopefully it's not a
Head back to the saw.
cam or crankshaft, but so we'll go underneath it, pull the pan off. So something else has to come off first. Oh, exhaust is in the way. Oh. Yeah, sometimes you gotta play a lot of this up and down on this to not always straightforward. So that we have to take from underneath. So back up again. It's like the crankshaft has to come out. So we gotta pull all that drive shaft and transmission back off, all that good stuff. Alright, well, like I say, another error that I made. So yeah, don't know what to say. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's jump over and okay, that's off. Let's pull this out again. Transmission. No, I'm not a professional mechanic. I've worked on a few cars. Okay, so we gotta pull pistons too, come to think of it. So this, all this top has to come off too here now. Yeah, like I say, some of this can get pretty involved. Let's see why I'm down here. So these mains have to come off. All these cap rods have to come off. You can't pull the camshaft off with the piston still in it. See one more here. Yeah, we gotta pull them pistons off to get that off. The front all or the back all tore apart. We'll have to pull this off also. Yeah. Alright, so let's see, did we drain oil in this? Yeah, got the pan off, so yes. Once it gets way down in the bottom, the engine like that, unfortunately there's a lot of stuff has to come off. So we're gonna pull wires off. All these spark plugs have to come out of here. 23, 50, 62. So one bad spark plug. Fuel rail.
That is pretty darn awesome.
Throttle body.
Right, so starting up here, we got a little bit of this little limb here, another one here. Kind of cookie there in the middle. You know, this one's got not a whole lot of craziness going on. Getting all the way through that limb, at least most of the way through that. A little bit of that burrow left.
Let's see, there's something else here. What's this here? Ignition coil. So that's good, but it has to come off. this one has to come out. This one has to come out. Should have found all our parts. Fair engine faults, so the thing's showing there. Change oil. They'll put that back on. So we have everything. Oh, you know what? Camshaft does not have to come off. It's the two pistons. Glad I looked at that. So we'll go there, list pistons, we need 2, buy them, we need rings, we need these ones, we'll buy 2 of them. We'll just put new ones in. And just reassemble everything. I was thinking that camshaft or crankshaft was bad also, but it wasn't. Spark plug. We have 3 good ones here, so we'll put them in. We'll have to buy one. So that we need to go back, go in the electrical, spark plug, buy one of them. Alright, let's see what we have. Ignition. That was good. 28. Is that one of our issues here? Yeah, ignition wire. So we do need them.
Oh, I got myself in the chute. Oh boy.
Ignition coil. So we want the wires. Here they are. I missed them. Okay. Yeah, get them pistons out. Everything has to come off it. We can go down to 44, so that last one, 45, is good to put back on here. Alright, let's see what else we have. That back on first. Belt, that was good. Belt tensioner, was that one of our things? Yeah, belt tensioner. So we need to buy one of them. Go back to car parts. Belt tensioner, buy one of them. Valve cover 21%. It almost seems like it's timing timing cover.
This is that defect starting to show itself on the surface. Up here we're starting to get into that first crotch.
You can just go in and search around too, if you know what you're looking for. But there's tons of different ones. It's just easier to make your shopping list. Go that route. Serpentine belt, that was good. Idler, that's good. Okay, so most of the front is good here. So that is from underneath the car. Okay, let's finish this stuff up here then. Hopefully we won't have to go up and down a few times here. Yeah, hopefully we can get this done in maybe a sequential order, you might say.
Reference to things that happened in his past. So all of the guys here, all the race flag over here with corners on that side, and we're going to have into the cross figure up here. We're going to stand cross figure.
Alright, throttle, that was good.
So let's grab the last one.
What is this here? Oh, fuel rail. Alright, got all that done, changed oil, got to put new oil in. One brake we have off. Touch plate, pressure plate back, yep, we'll put that back on, gearbox we'll put back on. Alright, so all these fluids and stuff, we shouldn't have to deal with them again. That door's pretty wrinkly. So yeah, we'll just put all this stuff back together here. I don't know if I have an oil filter or not for this one. I do not. So we'll buy an oil filter. One more main cap here.
So we got some
oil pan.
Getting outside the horizontal area now is very small, very flexible, not as huge, much more subdued. I like this style of Reflex a lot better than the true full quarter style, which is Reflex.
Put that back in.
Original tree, the sapling tree here in the middle, which is
do our flywheel. Do our clutch plate and our pressure plate. So that was bad, so we'll put a new one on. clutch release bearing.
I don't know about this.
Transmission we bought already. Drive shaft. We'll put the main drive shaft in. Yeah, don't give your new parts away if you don't have to. Excuse me. Alright. So here. So this was vented brake. Jump over here to the other side. Oh yeah, okay. We gotta put that on. That's why.
Okay, so great timing. The final was finally set up. It's
63 and 64.
a little more suited for
That looks better than what was on there.
the 7-degree blade. I bought a couple of these bimetal blades. I tried them out last month. I like them a lot. They stay sharp quite a bit longer.
Alright, let's check, see what we have here. Gearbox. So we gotta put oil in it. Everything else is done. So let's bundle this up and get it down the road. I'll look at the breakdown of cash we're getting out of this one, or credits that we're getting out of this one. Yeah, if you can reach across and hit that next part you're going to, it's just a whole lot traveling, quicker traveling. Looks like we have everything done here. Everything's back in where it belongs. Oil we have to put in from down here. How do you know how much oil? Well, you don't, but once it slows down, I usually count to about 4. And that'd be pretty close. That's within the safe, so we're going to call that good. Finish order. Let's see how much we're getting out of this. So these are all the parts we bought. So 2,700. So that would bring us down to, yeah, that 25, 26. So this is actually all we made out of it. It includes all these parts we bought. So it wasn't too bad. 26, 2,700. An exhaust manifold. Oh yeah, I remember that one now.
So I think that now that we're into this weird cut thing, and we don't have a whole lot of material left,
I thought we had all these on, but we're not quite finished yet. And this exhaust. Okay, now we should be finished. Again, that 2700. Missing a belt. Where's that at?
Except I did the shuffling because the bottom slide goes next.
Oh, it's missing a starter down there too, come to think of it. Missing all kinds of parts. Here's a serpentine belt. Okay, any more highlighted parts that we missed? All right. Now I think we have it. Yeah, $2,700. The other one was about 3,000. So in this little bit of time, however long we've been on here, less than an hour, we did what, $6,000. So this is a project here too. I'm going to do a separate video on this here one. This one's going to get involved. Yeah, 3 pages, or actually 2 full pages in one part. Our oils, of course. Then we got to paint the car. Then we got to replace some door fender hood. So that's going to be involved. So with that, I'm going to end this here one. This car over here, yeah, this is a pretty nice little car here. Austin Martin DB5. Basically all I did was paint it, replace the body panels and paint it. So increased profit of 30,000 already. This is a junkyard, so this is just my car. Got a lot of stuff to go through. This isn't a customer car. Yeah, so we've got a lot of work on this one to do. Have the engine in the back room, so I gotta rebuild that one. Super leggers. Is that what that said? Super. Yeah, super leggers. So yeah, that's going to be a fun little car there. So with that, we did 2 cars, pretty short order. I don't know, not tons of money, $6,000, $7,000. So with that, we're going to let you go. See you on the next one.